Hello, welcome back to the Charles in Charge Cowboys Sports Report. We have ended the third round of the draft. As the last pick of the third round is Christian McCaffrey's brother, Ed McCaffrey's boy, wide receiver, going to Washington. Only 3 running backs picked in the first 3 rounds. We don't have a pick in the 4th round. We have a 5th, 6th, 2 7ths. Do y'all think that we trade up into the 4th round to get this running back that we need? First off, if this is your first time watching my feed, first goal is to get to 500, then to 1,000. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, my show will skyrocket, I guarantee you. I've been a student of the game my entire life, played my entire youth, been a Cowboy fan since Super Bowl 28. That was my first game the Cowboys ever witnessed. Now, I told you I meant to go live last night, but my wife was in the hospital, and I stayed the night with her over there, watched the first round on my phone. So, we go Tyler Guyton, round 1, offensive tackle. He could transition to left tackle. With our second round pick, we go Marshawn Nealon. Didn't see that out of Western Michigan, defensive end, but losing Armstrong and Fowler. You got Parsons, Tank, Sam Williams. Hopefully this kid can ball out. 2 years ago, first round pick was offensive tackle Tyler Smith and Sam Williams, defensive end, in round 1 and round 2. Then round 3, we go Mr. Beebe, offensive guard. A lot of people had a second round grade on this kid. Apparently, we're going to transition him to play center. Now, this can go one of 2 ways, I believe. I believe either he can transition to center as a rookie, and being that he's playing next to Zach Martin, already wearing that gold jacket practically, and next to what could be a future gold jacket in Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith resembles Larry Allen in every way, including his number. I mean, not as strong. There's nobody as strong as Larry Allen. But the kid can play great at guard. We have 2 of the best guards in the NFL right now, left guard, right guard. And if this kid, Beebe, can make it to center and play well, that could be a steal right there. I mean, we missed out on Zach Frazier by how many picks was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 picks. Pittsburgh, took him away. We didn't trade up. But in the 3rd round, with the pick that we got from Detroit last night, we get this kid Beebe, who played really well, in college at the guard position. An interior lineman usually can play. If you can play guard, a lot of the times you can transition to center. And if you can, that'd be great. So right now we're looking at Tyler Guyton, left tackle, Tyler Smith, left guard, Beebe at center, Zach Martin, Terrence Steele. Or Terrence Steele is having trouble and is not the Terrence Steele that we had in the whole season 2022 until towards the end in 2021. Then Tyler Guyton might be at right tackle, with Zach Martin at right guard, Brock Hoffman at center, TJ Bass at Beebe at left guard, and Tyler Smith at left tackle. That could also be the starting 5 lineup. If Terrence Steele doesn't, seem to be playing, 2 years off the injury, as we expect him to play now. He returned early last season. His first, to start week 1 was just incredible, even though he wasn't 100%. And then, with our 87th pick, we're all looking at running back, and we get a linebacker, from Notre Dame. The cousin of Puka Nacua, Maurice Luifio, however you say his name. So Mike Zimmer pick. Now, Eric Kendricks, this kid from Notre Dame. Damone Clark going into year 3. And Overshawn coming off this ACL still to make his bones now. Our linebacking position should be pretty solid. Still a lot of running back stuff in the draft. Y'all think we trade up to get in round 4 and get a running back, Braylon Edwards, whoever it may be? Or do you think that these running backs slide around 5 right into our lap? That's to be seen. I would not mind at all if we traded our 6th this year and the 5th next year to get into the 4th round and get the running back that we really want. Because more than likely we're going to bring Zeke on for one more year. He brings something to the table, but you got to have a counterback with him now. Zeke is no longer the workhorse as we know. In 2022, him and Pollard made a beautiful, beautiful tandem. You got the rock, the hammer, and then you got the speed back, the fresh legs. And behind a good line that can run block well, that can make some waves. Now, Pollard is a Titan, so if Zeke does come on and we're able to get a good rookie running back with fresh legs, we can still have that 1-2 combo. That 2 yards in a cloud of dust, soften up the defensive line, and have that fresh legs back to, boom, hit the big time plays. 2 quality linemen in the first 3 rounds on offense. The defensive end, Marshawn Nealon, I didn't see that coming at all, but Mike Zimmer wants to make this defense really, what he wants to make it. And losing Armstrong and fuck his name, Fowler to Dan Quinn, and I really hope that we just give it to Washington, do it throughout the Dan Quinn's duration of being head coach over there, as it seems like he, his head was in the playoff game last season, like it was the years before. In 2022, we played great at Tampa Bay on defense, and we played great at San Francisco against that prolific offense, holding them to, what was it? 19 points, something like that. Was it 12 to 19? And the year before that, holding them to 23 at San Fran. And for them to just, Green Bay to run all over us like that, DQ seemed to be like he was just looking forward to his head coaching job. Then he goes to Washington, our rival, and he takes Armstrong, Fowler, and Biotish. Okay, Washington's still Washington. I don't care, what quarterback they got with the second overall pick. Fuck was it? Jade Daniels. Hope we terrorize that kid his rookie season and make him question his career choice. The Giants, I don't see getting much better. And Philadelphia taking two cornerbacks in the first 2 picks. They're trying to show up that secondary. A lot of people think this is a punt season, but it's not. We hit big time on 3 consecutive drafts, 2020, 2021, 2022. Last year was the first time in a while that we didn't have instant impact players that made instant impacts. If this draft hits and these guys that we're picking are instant impact players, at least 4 of them, and the guys that we drafted last season make a leap in year 2, at least some of them like Mozzie, Schoonmaker, and Overshawn say, become something. Or Eric Scott Jr. This team's going to be very good. And then after the draft, we're going to pick up a few, last minute free agents on 1-year deals. Gilmore is a must re-sign, I think. Very, very necessary for depth and, just quality at that position. And Mike Zimmer likes man coverage cornerbacks. And Gilmore can still do it with the best of them not the best of them, but he can still do it very well. And Trayvon Diggs comes back, the same Diggs that we know, and then we'll be in very good shape with Bland still coming up as he is. First team All Pro last year. Because he had 5 pick sixes. Bland wasn't one of the best corners, as we know, but the kick is still ball. I would like him to play in the slot, though. I think DaRon Bland is better in the slot than on the outside. Sands, the 5 pick sixes, yes, he did that, but when good receivers went at him, he had some hard times. DK Metcalf, primetime example. Torch Bland in the first half, and then Dan Quinn told Gilmore, you take number 14, and 14 didn't have a catch in the whole second half of that game. But if we can get our running back in the 4th or 5th round, whoever it may be, a quality rookie back with fresh legs, to pair with Elliott and Rico Dowdle, this team will be the window is so wide open. We will extend CeeDee Lamb, Michael Parsons, and Prescott. Those 3 guys aren't going anywhere unless Trey Lance they're just balling out in practice and training camp, and we just are not hearing about it. And our offensive line, if Guyton and Beebe hit, and play really well, our offensive line is practically rebuilt for all intents and purposes, with Zach Martin being the eldest. And like I keep saying, Zach Martin does not have an injury-riddled career. He had one bad season of injuries. That was 2020 when the whole offensive line was out. Lyle Collins, Tyron Smith, Zach Martin. Sorry for the kids out there. But yeah, offensive line be practically rebuilt if these 2 offensive linemen hit. Zach Martin could play till 38, 39 if he wanted to. Just like Jason Kelsey at 38 years old was the best center in the league last year. Andrew Whitworth at age 40, one of the best left tackles playing while he was playing. Zach Martin will be 33, I believe, going into the season. And he could play another 5-6 seasons as the best right guard in the league. Going into this year, if Tyler Smith is left guard, we'll have probably the best guard tandem in the NFL. And the game is won and lost in the trenches. And with the first 3 picks being linemen guys, offensive tackle, defensive end, interior offensive lineman, I got no problem with that. I would have liked to have kept Tyron Smith one more season, but when you got to move on, you got to move on. Tyler Guyton is a mountain of a man with, tremendous arm length that can move very well for his size. And in 2022, when we took Tyler Smith late in the first round, everybody said that was a reach. That was a huge reach. What are you doing? 2013, when we took Frederick at pick 30, people had a 3rd round grade on the man. A 3rd round grade on Travis Frederick, who would have been a gold jacket had he not gotten that illness, the same one that Mark Schlereth got. Mark Schlereth was able to come back 100% from it. Zach Martin wasn't. And if he couldn't play 100%, he didn't want to play if he wasn't 100%. So 2019, he came back and he wasn't the same center that he was before. He had that Guillain-Barré syndrome. I don't know how to pronounce it. But the outcome of this draft is yet to be seen. The first 4 picks are not bad. I think the first 3 are really good. The last one's questionable right now. But who knows? This linebacker out of Notre Dame could be really, really good with Overshawn, as a young linebacker in tandem with Eric Kendricks as their mentor. Eric Kendricks is going to be the brain of the defense, the quarterback of the defense. So we shall see. That subscribe button is free, guys. It's a free investment. You hit the subscribe button, watch my content. If you like my content, you can unsubscribe. Costs you nothing. But every subscriber gets me closer to where I want to be. When I hit that 500 and I hit that 1,000, then I can start building this show like all the other ones. Get studio equipment, sound bites, a desktop for filming graphics, so I can show you things as opposed to trying to explain them in a call-in line for live shows, just like All Nation has. He's the only one that has a call-in line, which I don't understand. You would think all of them would have it. It's super important. You know what I mean? People want to be heard. Their opinions. They want to express themselves about the game or whatever the matter may be at the hand. I'm really tired. Please subscribe, like, and share, guys. So far in the first 3 rounds, I give the draft grade a B plus. I would say an A if we would have got a running back with that last pick. Really interested to see what this linebacker turns out to be. But if we're still able to get that running back, in the 5th round, or if we trade up in the 4th, that's fine with me. And defensive tackle, I'm surprised that, I'm surprised we didn't go DT on that. If we were going defense on that last pick, I'm surprised we didn't go interior lineman, Being that Jonathan Hankins is no longer here. But maybe we pick up Calais Campbell, who plays really good defensive tackle at his age. He went to Atlanta last season. I really wanted him to come here. But maybe we get an old good vet like that after the draft to help, shore up the, interior position and help stop the run. Maybe Mike Zimmer, with his expertise with the defense that Dan Quinn has built, maybe completes his defense into what we thought was going to be a historically good defense this last season, become it this season. I thought going into last season, this could be the next Legion of Boom or No Fly Zone or hold $2, something like that. Especially after the first 2 games, 40-0, 30-10. Then Trayvon Diggs went down and it seemed like the defense kind of lost something there. But with him coming back, especially if we can re-sign Gilmore and put Bland back in the slot and have Jordan Lewis as cornerback number 4, and our safeties are good. I mean, Marquise Bell is going back to safety, not linebacker no more. Malik Hooker, Hitman Wilson are your starters. You got Wanye Thomas, Marquise Bell, Izzy McQuamu, and as a rotational guys, and they're pretty damn good. I think Wanye Thomas is somebody not to sleep on. But this season, guys, we're going to, for the first time since 94 and 95, we're going to repeat as division champs. And we're going to win at least 12 games again. This is not a punt season by any means. In 2022, everybody said the exact same thing because we lost Amari Cooper, Cedric Wilson, Lyle Collins, Randy Gregory, and more guys. Connor Williams, Tyron Smith, hamstring came off the bone. We lost a lot of guys at offseason, only acquired James Washington, Dante Fowler. Everybody said, this season was going to be a bust that year. And that year we were this close to getting to that chip game. If Tony Pollard doesn't, break his ankle in the second quarter of the San Fran game. But the season, has very good potential. People that are saying otherwise are just probably still pissed off about the playoff game, which I understand that, That was the worst playoff loss, like I said, that I've ever witnessed as my tenure as a Cowboy fan. But that's it for right now. I'm tired. I'm gonna lay my butt down in the bed and go to sleep. Try to sleep in a hospital. Oh, it's tough, man. You get like maybe 2 hours. You're in uncomfortable positions. Keep God first and foremost. He comes before everything, even this. Seek Him and His righteousness, and all these other things will be added unto you. I'm going through a really low valley right now. I keep my eyes on Jesus the best I can, and He will pull me out. He can do the same for you. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Please share this content, guys. And tomorrow, rounds 4 through 7, maybe we're in the 4th round. Who knows? We made a trade in round 1. Maybe we'll make a trade for round 4. We shall see. This draft is yet to be determined. Still 4 rounds left. So, all right, guys, you have a good night. I'll catch you tomorrow, Saturday. Charles and Charges out.